everyone, my name is Stella, and in today's video, I'm going to be testing the TYMO Ring Hair Straightening Brush. So I'm going to be testing it to see if it can, one, help deal with my frizzy situation at the top of my head, because I actually really like the way my waves look on the bottom, but I always hate the halo of frizz that I get. And two, to see how well it works on straightening my hair in general, because sometimes it is nice to have a straight hairstyle, you know? So yeah, without any further ado, let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. So you can see it's branded on the back, says TYMO. You can see that there's a little bit of plastic covering at the top, so hopefully my scalp won't get burned. I think only the inside layers of the comb actually get heated. There's a power button here and a few different levels for temperature, and then you can configure the temperature settings here with these two buttons. One nice thing about the comb is that it does have a 30-minute shut-off feature. It's both power-saving and makes sure that you don't accidentally forget to turn it off. Let's plug this in and give it a shot. So the instructions say to basically just start from the root of your head and then brush down. Again, since I'm really trying to deal with the frizz, I think I'm gonna stop around like this level and just keep the natural curls at first. I gotta say, this is kind of scary. Like, I'm a little bit afraid to put this against my scalp, but I can touch it. It's not hot. I'll be fine. Okay, that's a little warm. Let me see if I can get closer. Gotta watch out and make sure you don't hurt your ears. This is so weird, but I think I can see the frizz going down. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just so not used to combing my hair too, because combing your hair is like a curly hair sin, you know? Is it working? Okay, I'm gonna focus on the left half and then we can compare it with the right half. And based on this, I can already definitely see some improvement here. I, so far, have not burned my scalp at all, so that is really great about this comb. Can we see a difference? I can definitely see a difference at the top, but there's definitely also still some frizz there. I wonder if turning it up a setting will help with that at all. Still gonna keep on focusing on this section.
The TYMO comb has 5 different heat settings. I started off using it on setting 4, which they recommend for normal or slightly curly hair, but upped it to setting 5, which they recommended for thick, curly, and wavy hair.
I think as I've been using this more, I've gotten less afraid of it. Like, I know it's not gonna burn my scalp now, so I'm willing to put more hair into the brush. One thing I will say though, is the part that is like super close to the top of my head, because there's a little bit of area that just doesn't have any heating, I actually can't really get that hair to get touched by the heating section of this brush. But yeah, I've done a few passes and I think this is pretty much the result I'm gonna get. I think this side definitely looks a lot better than this side, but there is definitely still a little bit of frizz. However, as someone who is very used to a little bit of frizz, I think this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these results. Let me try the other side too and see if that goes any differently. Whew. Okay, one thing to note is that I just kind of burned my hand a little bit, but not on the brush. It was on my own hair. Like, I didn't realize how hot my hair would be after it just got out of the brush. So be careful about that. All right, so after a bunch of finagling, I'm now at this state, which I'm actually, again, pretty happy with. Although I will say, like, me brushing the top part of my hair, but not brushing the bottom part, worked like okay. I definitely think if I like bring all my hair to the front, you can see like it has a little bit of the brush out effect on the bottom, even though I wasn't explicitly brushing it. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's a nice way to get rid of some of the frizz that inherently comes with wavy or curly hair. It just makes the whole process of doing that a lot easier. I've always been really bad about using stuff like straightening irons because I'm scared of burning myself. So the fact that this is like a little bit foolproof is really great.
Here's a quick before and after comparison, and you can definitely see that the frizz has gone down a ton, even though it's not gone entirely.
Alright, so now that we've tested it on the tips of my hair, I'm curious to see how well it'll work on the rest of my hair. The instructions do say to brush out my hair first before I go through it with this, with a regular comb. So you're gonna get to see poofy curly hair Stella up next. This is my hair. I've got a lot of it. I think I just want to see how like straight I can get it if I actually do use the straightening brush. I've already gone through a lot of the top part, so I'm going to focus on the bottom. I'm kind of shook at how easy this is to use. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like my hair is getting caught on anything. Usually when I brush through my hair, I can feel it getting super tangled. And I was worried about that. I was worried that my hair would get tangled inside the brush and then it would end up burning because it would get stuck there. But so far that hasn't been an issue at all. So that's one good thing. I feel like there are some parts of my hair that want to stay a little bit curly. I don't know, like the bottom of these tips just do not want to straighten out. Okay, I think I've done a pretty good job of brushing through the left side. It definitely looks straighter than the right side. But as you can see, there's still like a lot of frizz. Not really sure why that is. Maybe my hair is just doomed to be frizzy. Although you can definitely tell that the straightening has reduced the volume a lot. Like this half of my hair actually has more hair than this half because I have my part slightly to the right side of my face. But yeah, this side already looks a lot less voluminous than the other. I'm also gonna straighten this side now and see how it looks. Okay, I think that's most of it, and this is what my results are. It's definitely not pin straight the way that it would look like, I think, if I used a straightening iron, but it's also, I think, a lot more straight than it was before. So overall, I'm quite happy with my purchase. When I bought this, it was $43, it was on sale, and at that price point, I think it's a really good deal. Especially if you're someone who doesn't like using a regular flat iron straightener because you, one, have burned yourself in the past a bunch of times, or two, just feel like it's too much effort. I feel like this really just feels like brushing through your hair, which is not that hard, and it helps kind of really achieve that straight hair look if you have a typical slightly wavy hairstyle. So yeah, I'm really into it. As for removing frizz, I think this is like, it's an okay tool. It's probably not the best one out there, but it does a pretty good job at removing the bulk of the annoying frizz. I think it still leaves a bit of frizz, but like at the level where most people wouldn't even notice. You know what I mean? Or I hope most people don't notice because I have that level of frizz all the time, even on good days. So yeah, overall, definitely recommend checking out the TYMO hair straightener comb if you're looking to straighten your hair. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for more fun content. Hope to see you next time. Bye!